Good morning, children. Sai Ram. Let us continue with EVS 1, lesson number 4, water safe for drinking. In the last video, we studied about the methods for obtaining clean and transparent water. In today's video, we are going to study about good and bad microorganisms and also how to obtain clean, safe drinking water. So, are you ready? So, let us begin with the new words. Look at the first one. YOGHURT, yogurt. Yogurt means dahi. In Hindi, it is known as dahi. And yogurt is a food item which contains good microorganisms in it. So, yogurt has good microorganisms in it. Okay. See the second one. PREVENTS, prevents. Now, what do you mean by prevents? Prevents means you can stop happening, like if you don't want that thing to happen, so you can prevent that thing, you can avoid that thing, so you can stop happening from a thing which you don't want to do. That is called as prevent. Is that clear? Look at the third one. DIARRHOEA, diarrhea. Diarrhea is a sickness, is a disease. In short, it is like loose motions. When your stomach is upset, that is loose motions, so that is diarrhea. Okay, see the fourth one. GASTRITIS, gastritis. Gastritis is related to stomach. When your stomach is paining, when you're feeling like vomiting, when you're feeling like dizziness, when you're feeling like you are going to fall, you're feeling weak, your stomach is paining, that is related to gastritis. Again, it is a kind of sickness. Okay, and look at the last one. MICROSCOPE, microscope. Now, what is a microscope? Microscope is an instrument which is used for looking at very tiny particles. Those particles or those things which you cannot see with your eye. Naked eye means what? With your eyes, without wearing any goggles, specs or anything. That is called as naked eye. When you cannot see those tiny particles with your naked eye, microscope is used for looking at these very tiny particles. So microorganisms are also very tiny in size. They cannot be seen with our naked eye. So what do we use? We use a microscope to look at the microorganisms. Is that clear? So let us begin. Good and harmful microorganisms. Now there are two types of microorganisms, good and harmful microorganisms. Obviously, good microorganisms are good for our body and harmful microorganisms are bad for our body. When harmful microorganisms enters our body, we fall sick. We do not feel all right. We feel like we get fever or we get some kind of sickness. So bad microorganisms or harmful microorganisms are not good for the body. Good microorganisms are good for the body. Okay, they help the body, they help the internal organs to carry out certain functions properly. Is that clear? Now, there are numerous kinds of microorganisms around us. Yes, children. As I told you, we cannot see them with our eyes. It is present everywhere. Those microorganisms or these microorganisms are present everywhere. They are present in water, they are present in food, they are present in air, they are everywhere around us, but we cannot see them. So, see. Microorganisms are present in soil, that is mud. They are present in water. They are present among rocks also. So in short, they are present everywhere in nature. This is only a few examples which I have shown you. But in reality, microorganisms are present everywhere in the surroundings. You cannot see them with your naked eyes. You need a microscope to look at the microorganisms. Now, what happens when bad microorganisms enter, when harmful microorganisms enter into our body? It spoils our bodily functions, we fall sick. And if good microorganisms enter our body, they help the internal organs to perform in a better way, they help us. Okay, so good microorganisms, see, it is very very easy for you to remember. There are two types of microorganisms. Good microorganisms are good for your body, and harmful microorganisms are bad for your body. And microorganisms are present everywhere in the surrounding. Is that clear? Now here I have shown a picture of rainy season. Why I have shown the picture of rainy season? Especially during rainy season, people fall sick. Why? Because they drink outside water, any which is not boiled, which is not filtered, which is not good, and they eat outside food also. Okay, during rainy season you get lot of tasty things outside. You get that corns, you are tempted to eat all the chaat items, and then you are tempted to eat everything during rainy season because you feel hungry also. The weather is quite cold, quite good, and then you feel like eating everything which is available to you, bhajis, vadas, samosas, whatever you get, you are tempted to eat all those things. And when you eat outside food and outside water which is not healthy, you tend to fall sick. So mostly in rainy season, the disease like diarrhea and gastritis, it is a common during rainy season. Like these disease are commonly, they are commonly you can hear about people having diarrhea and gastritis during rainy season. Why is this so? I told you, diarrhea means type of loose motions. In diarrhea you lose lot amount, means huge amount of water from your body, and then you feel weak, then you cannot do anything, you cannot work, you feel dizzy, you want to sleep, there is no strength in your body, there is no energy in your body, because there is lot of water loss from your body. That is known as diarrhea. Okay, and gastritis, as I told you, it is related to stomach pain. You feel like vomiting. Okay, what you don't have the taste in your mouth, you are not able to eat anything, whatever you eat you vomit, so that is called gastritis. So during rainy season, as we are in rainy season, so that is why I'm telling you, during rainy season avoid eating things which are not good for your health. Okay, so now that is why I showed you the picture of rainy season. As I told you, during rainy season, which two diseases are common? Diarrhea and gastritis. Okay, let us move on further. Now what is this? Yummy. It is yummy 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 yogurt. Yogurt means dahi. As I told, in Hindi it is known as dahi. Now yogurt has good microorganisms present in it, which helps our body. Now if you take a spoon of yogurt and keep it on the microscope. Microscope is what? Microscope is an instrument from which you can see the very 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 tiny particles which you cannot see with your naked eyes. So when you place a spoon of yogurt on that microscope, on that instrument called microscope, you can actually see microorganisms in yogurt. But don't worry children, microorganisms are good, means the microorganism present in yogurt is good for your body. Is that clear? So as I told you, there are good microorganisms and harmful microorganisms. So which type of microorganisms are present in yogurt? Good microorganisms which are good for your body. Is that clear? Now comes the very 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 important part. So listen to me very carefully. Water, and then I have put 2 semicolons, safe for drinking, again 2 semicolons, potable water. Why is that? Water. But what kind of water? That should be safe for drinking. And what is safe drinking water known as? Potable water. So did you get that link there? Water. What kind of water? Which is safe for drinking. And safe drinking water is known as which water? potable water. Now children, let me tell you how can you make out which water is potable and which water is not potable. So do you want to see that? So see, I have prepared a small table for you which will make you easier to understand the difference between potable water and dirty water. Is that clear? See the first one, taste. Now, as you all know, water does not have any taste. Okay, so potable water, the water which is safe for drinking, will not have any taste. So below the taste column I have written water has no taste. Okay, see the second one, color. Water has no color. Okay, and odor. Odor means smell. Water has no odor, that means smell. If these three properties, you can also call them as properties, okay, or you can also call them as you can say they are characteristics. Water, potable water characteristics or potable water features. So the potable water has these three things it should have. Water has no taste, water has no color, water has no odor. If these three things you can feel and you can see, that means that water is safe for drinking unless it is boiled and filtered. Okay, so what are the three properties or what are the three features of potable water? Taste, color, odor. But what taste? Water has no taste, water has no color, and water has no odor. What do you mean by odor? Odor means smell. Is that clear? Now if you see a glass of water, okay, and blue, nice light blue water, will you drink that water? No, because water has no color. Okay, now if you see a glass of water, you drink that water and it is, it is having a very you can say taste, it is having some kind of taste. Will you drink that water? No, because water has no taste. And if you see a glass of water and you are about to drink that water, and if you smell something very dirty and awful, so will you drink that water? No, because water has no odor. Odor means smell. Is that clear? So let us move on further. Now for your information, we have come to the end. We have finished the lesson number 4 of EVS 1, that is water safe for drinking, and we'll take a quick recap of what we have studied in today's video. What we studied first, we studied about the good and the harmful microorganisms. And microorganisms are present everywhere in the surrounding. They are present in water, in food, in soil, in mud, on trees, everywhere. So microorganisms are present everywhere. And there are how many types of microorganisms? 2 types of microorganisms, good and harmful microorganisms. Good microorganisms are good for the body. Harmful microorganisms are not good for the body. Is that clear? And yogurt, I gave you the example of yogurt, that is dahi in Hindi. Yogurt has good microorganisms present in it. Okay, so when you eat yogurt, the good microorganisms start working in your body. They help your body to function better. Okay, see the second one, potable water. What do you mean by potable water? Safe, clean drinking water is known as potable water. Safe, clean drinking water is known as potable water. And what are the features of identifying which water is potable and which water is not potable? So the water which has no taste, the water which has no smell or odor, and water which has no color is safe for drinking unless and until it is not boiled and filtered. It should be boiled and filtered. Okay, so are you clear? And the last thing which I have put, always remember, this is very, very important, children. I am again and again telling you, that always drink boil, clean, filter water. Don't drink water from refrigerators. Don't drink water from anywhere even you see. Drink only boil, clean and filter water to remain fit and healthy. Is that clear? So we have come to the end of chapter number 4. We have finished chapter number 4, that is water safe for drinking. And what all things we saw in the this chapter? We saw about how to obtain clean, safe drinking water. I hope you have understood the video, and take care. Bye. See you in the next video.